Hello, everyone. This is Leimomi Keliikuli, Intuitive Soul. I'm a coach here. And I wanted to make another live stream to share more about insights that I've been having and things that may help you to get into your soul alignment. So if you are just watching in, just say hello, just so that I know you're there. I also will, ask you to share any questions or anything that you may have about mindset and how to get to your next level. So first of all, I'm a soul alignment coach, and so I basically help my clients to get to manifest whatever they desire, utilizing what I call their soul alignment blueprints by using their superpower to create a business and life that's most abundant, that they can create whatever they desire and give them the time freedom that they want. So actually, my program of the 8-week Mastering Your Soul's Gift program, I'm reopening again. It's actually an awesome program to help you to revamp your life and business so that it's aligned to your soul, and to get all the mindset tools to take you to that next level. So this kind of program is basically meant to help you to see where you are stuck. Where do you need to revamp your life and business so it works more for the way that your soul is designed? And one of the key mindset shifts that actually we talk about inside of the program has a lot to do with how to scale your business to the next level by actually doing some mindset. So in order for you to really thrive in your life and your business, you actually need 3 kinds of mindsets. And most people are not really aware of there are actually different kinds of mindset tools that they can use. And they're using probably old, outdated things, or just thinking about the law of attraction, or using these kind of manifestation tools. But there actually are ways where you can get to your goal much faster if you align to directly the way your soul is designed. And you actually have to do conscious work on 3 kinds of mindsets. By the way, if you don't know what mindset is actually, when you have this internal shifts of like, getting rid of deeper beliefs or illusions about things that you need to become, mindsets of like money and success. There's all kinds of mindsets. But the thing that really people lack the most when they are at a stage of scaling their business is that they're not really aware that there actually are deeper kinds of mindsets and what specific kinds of mindsets to do. Which means like doing the internal work, seeing what beliefs and illusions that they have. But that actually, there's an easier way of doing it, and I call that soul alignment. So what soul alignment is actually a balance. It's a way of up-leveling your life and your business so that you operate at your best. And you balance your work-life balance, basically. And so you actually need your superpower, your specific energy, what your soul is, in order to operate at your best. But most of the time we are operating in our life challenges, which are the tools, the skills, the methods, the outcomes that we give to other people. And what happens is it actually creates a lot of noise, chaos in your relationships, and also money. You actually get more disempowered, or or it actually kind of controls or runs your life, right? So there are actually 3 kinds of mindsets that a lot of people are missing, and they're not really aware of it until they get to a level of what I call this process of going back into alignment to the way your soul is designed. I call it soul alignment. So you actually need 3 kinds of mindsets. You need success mindset, which is ownership of your superpower, ownership of who you are at soul level. And when you really have that strong mindset that you can go after anything you want, create the freedom that you want, this is really key. And without seeing the bigger picture of where you're going, you can get very stuck. So that's one key, is you need to really see what mindset that you need. That's the first one, is you need success mindset, right? Going where you've never gone before and having the ability to just go after what you want, right? second kind of mindset that people are actually also not aware of, but they maybe have had, trouble with it, but they just haven't really worked on it daily, is money mindset issues. So money mindset actually are obviously things that have to do related to money, being able to give what you're worth, being paid for the value that you give, the transformations that you give to people. These kind of money mindsets are really related a lot to your childhood, the way that you were told money should do for you and things like that, right? So without really doing money mindset, this is why you don't have the money that you want. You don't have, the opportunities that you want, because of course, in our society, money is required in order to get what we want, right? In exchange for the transformation that we get. But when you are so entwined with your relationships and money in this way, it actually sabotages your ability to, create the life and business that you want, right? The third kind of mindset that is also really important is you need spiritual mindset. And this is actually something that's not out there. A lot of people do not teach this. Nobody really expresses it. It has a lot to do with being and doing your soul purpose. You're creating a platform and a place where you can totally 100%, create the impact, the amount of people that you want to help, doing a higher level of service. And you actually need to be really, really clear on what that really looks like. And if you don't have these key mindsets that I'm talking about now, it's actually 3, you're not able to create things that are based upon your needs. You're going to create things based upon what you think other people want you to do, right? Or you are, following an illusion of the way you need it to be, etc., etc. So without these 3 kind of tools, through looking and doing this daily, you could either get stuck in your relationships where, it sabotages your success. You could get stuck in money, not having enough money or the means that you need in order to make your goals happen. And number 3, you never really get the chance to do what your purpose is in life. So, but you need all 3. And so without seeing, the success mindset, the money mindset, the spiritual mindset, if you don't do all 3 of them, over time, like I said, you'll get so much caught up in your relationships, your money, that either empowers you or disempower you. So over time, your goal is to actually bring all aspects of yourself in completion. And I call when you use all of the mindset tools and you do this through self-love, through freedom, right? Freeing your soul, liberating your soul, and creating the things that you want, right? This is what I call soul alignment. It's actually a combination of doing all of these 3 kinds of mindsets and the shifts that you need in order to scale your business. And to scale your business, there's a lot of self-love, a lot of decisions that you need to make so that you can show up to be your best. So these 4 major things are so important. And this is why I decided to really take a stand like this in my industry, because I'm noticing that mindset is being used in kind of the wrong fashion, whether it is, using sex for mindset, right? Or using all the different tools like tapping and things like that. But I do feel like they all have a purpose. But in order for you to do your highest level of service in a way, is you have to be able to bring all of that into your existence through grounding it, having the goals set, hitting your money goals, overcoming obstacles and resistance that you may have in your life and business, and not letting other things distract you, what I call ego sabotage, from getting in the way to what you actually want to create. So I've been working a lot with this with my clients, and I've been realizing that they're missing like these 3 kinds of mindset tools. And so I've actually revamped my 8-week Mastering Your Soul's gifts so that it includes these kind of tools that will get you to that level where you can actually be more hands-off in your business, automate parts that it's just not your genius. All of those things need to happen in order for you to have the right mindset tools to, up level to your next level. And what I mean is, sometimes when you're scaling in your business, you're not really aware of these kind of deeper mindsets that you're having. So one of the biggest mindsets that I'm also, seeing is that it's this kind of like mindset that life and business has to be complicated, and that, everything that you do in your life and business needs to look like chaos. So I have to tell you that this is not true. When your life and business become really aligned to your soul, there's no chaos. And this is a really, really big belief that I think as a society, we've been taught that it's good that we have chaos in our life, drama in our life, that it's normal. But I have to tell you, like, it is not normal. Most of the time, like in my life, other than when I'm not, not in alignment, most of my life is very peaceful, very calm. Of course, I get into arguments with my husband. Of course, my son gets, his tantrums and things like that, and they're really normal. But for the most part, most of my life is very calm, very peaceful, and I feel very connected to my soul because I constantly do those three major mindsets, and I do a lot of self-love in order to keep myself grounded and present for everything that I need to do, whether it's with my clients, whether it's with my family, whether it's with my audience that I'm talking to you guys now. Your life actually should look very abundant, money-wise, people-wise, right? Soulful-wise, like everything should feel really, really good. We have come to a point in society where we think like that's normal to have drama and chaos, but it's actually not normal. Actually, chaos and drama means that there's something in your life or your business where it's not aligned to your soul. So the chaos has to happen in order to show you that you're not in alignment, that something is missing, that something's not making sense. So if your life is very chaotic and very dramatic, it means that you are actually creating the drama by not being aligned to your superpower, by not doing your soul purpose, right? When you're not doing what's aligned to you, obviously it's going to come out as an explosion, right? So success and success in your life and your business is actually very simple. It's drama free. It's when you actually have more control over these type of mindsets, you actually will be able to see that chaos is just a result of not being in alignment. And when you are in alignment, you are brilliant, you are on fire, you're, in this flow, you're in your element, right? That's one major mindset that I'm seeing that a lot of people where they're stuck is this idea that their life and business has to be super complicated, that it has to be dramatic, that it has to look like crazy, but it really doesn't. Okay, that's just a really bad illusion that we've been told for such a long time. The second thing is this idea that I have to work harder to really find more in your life or your business, right? That feeling, like that yearning, like there's something more that you want to do, that's something more that you're meant to do in the world, right? That feeling of more has a lot to do with not really fulfilling your superpower, not fulfilling what your superpower is meant to do to help others, to help yourself, to fulfill you, to give value in everything you do in your life and your business, right? So this idea that we have to work harder in order to feel fulfilled, right? To have more money, to have more, the car, the success, the, being known in what you do or things like this. This feeling that you have to do more and you have to work hard to get it is really an illusion. It's not true. You actually, when you're in your superpower, you work less, you're more efficient, you're more like laser focused, you're on fire, you feel excited. It's actually the opposite of this belief. We've been taught that having more means that, it needs to look really hard and you have to work hard to get it, but you actually don't, okay? So really your superpower is there and you can access it at any time. It just needs to get activated, and you have to continuously activate it every single day with the right soul line actions. And when you're actually doing your superpower and you're consciously choosing everything according to that superpower, then this is when your life becomes more simple, right? Your business becomes more simple. You work less. You have more time freedom to do what you want to do. But the only thing is that you have to be consciously aware of what your superpower does and gives and fulfills you. But the problem is most people are not aware of it. They're either aware of it, but they think that they are actually doing their superpower. But actually, when I go look at the inside of their Akashic records, I find that's totally not their superpower. They're doing their life challenges. So most of the time we have this idea that, again, we have to work hard in order to have that more in our life, right? We have to create a business that's really complicated. Our life has to be complicated. Everything has to be complicated. It's totally not true. We actually need to simplify. We need to be more in alignment to every day, taking the time to feel your superpower, to actually get fulfillment from your superpower. And it's not done in your head. It's really done from your heart through action, through self-love actions, to getting that clarity, right? So if you're doing things that are creating more of that chaos and it's not really feeling good, then you really are not in alignment. So I'm actually making a masterclass about these kind of key mindsets and tools like this, kind of to reteach you, my audience, that actually when you are in alignment, your life becomes actually more productive and more simple and more focused, less drama. It's really hard. If you're really in this chaos, it's really hard to imagine, but this is actually possible because, like I said, most of the time my life is very peaceful, unless I make wrong decisions, of course, then it gets chaotic. But everybody goes through that. This is why we need to master our soul's gift. This is why we need to master our superpower, be able to activate it, to choose the right things so that we can operate at our best, right? So if you're really interested in knowing more about this, masterclass is coming up very soon. I'm actually making all the plans and stuff like that. But I'm going to teach you guys some of these key mindset tools and some of the things that I talk about here that will help you to see where you need to change and shift. So if you want to know when that's going to open, I have actually a waiting list for it. You can go to bit.ly, so bit.ly /LK, like my name, Leimomi Keliikuli, right? LK Masterclass. So it's bit.ly /LK Masterclass. And this is, again, where I'm going to share more about these kind of tools of mindsets and things that you need to do in order to shift into a life that's really like more brilliant and more abundant, where you're really, really doing your soul purpose and having the right path to where you want to go. And so that's actually probably maybe happening before in the mid-month. I'll let you know once you're opted into it. I also have a quiz that will help you to understand maybe what your superpower, your business superpower may be. It's discover your business superpower quiz. And it's actually right on my website at LeimomiKeliikuli.com, just my name.com. And there you can also find out maybe what your superpower is and which one is the right one that you need to align to. And if you're having these kind of wrong symptoms, you also get to know which one you might not be doing the right superpower for this. You can also get more support by other people who really believes in this and this soul alignment, these mindset shifts that you're needing. At my Facebook group, which is Soul Alignment Leaders for Conscious Living. It's right on my business page. You can also look that up and join in. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I could maybe help you to see what you need to shift. So my 8-week Mastering Your Soul's Gift program is really a unique program where I actually help you to make these 3 major mindset shifts and also create, and activate your superpower. And you get support calls and a group of mastermind people also who are going through this process. You also get your soul alignment blueprints, which is when I go into your Akashic records, I look at very specific things about what your soul is designed to do so that we can figure out exactly what your superpower is, your soul purpose, and the right path to getting into the right direction, so that you can help others, but also fulfill what you really meant to do in this world. And so all of that, anyway, I'll explain more about this program, but it's a really good program that will help you, that you actually would do the work. I have all these mindset tools, these meditations, these journaling, and which will help you to see how you can up-level each one of your life and business so it's most aligned to your soul. And it's an 8-week process. It takes time to actually be more aligned to your soul. You actually have to make a lot of key decisions in your life and your business. And it's sometimes simple things, like shifting your business from online to offline, or, choosing different ways that you engage with your audience or your clients or your family. All of that I can help support you. But we need actually your soul alignment blueprints in order to do that. I also do clearing work to help you to, get through any of these like mindset blocks or these deeper issues that come up that you feel like you're being pushed back from moving forward. And that also is another option that you can do. You can do the VIP, where I will actually clear, like a do-it-yourself type of program where I'll clear out any of those blocks so that you can actually move forward, and actually do the work, and then create the abundance that you're actually really desiring. So again, if you have any other questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to talk more about this, these kind of mindset shifts, and what kind of things that you need to do daily in order to get to that next level. All right, well, I hope that it really helped you. Again, feel free to reach out to me, and I will be actually pretty on live streaming for a while to share more about this insight, because I feel like right now no one really teaches about these like 3 key mindsets, and also the most important part, which is really activating your superpower through self-love. All right, well, you guys all have a beautiful day. Aloha.